Well, I guess the first question is, were there any surprises to you guys? Did anyone have any really surprises?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, the
But, but-
best supporting actress one, I think
yeah.
was the big surprise.
Yes,
Pretty
I
much all
agree.
around the board.
That was a huge surprise to me too. But honestly, I said during the Zach show, if when you don't win the SAG award, sometimes it does throw some seed of doubt. And that's kind of what I saw, and I was like, oh no, here we go again. I know that sounds like doom and gloom, but it's just I felt that way. And not that I don't like Jamie Lee Curtis. I do like Jamie Lee Curtis. I just thought that she wasn't the best supporting actress in that movie.
Yeah,
I agree.
List. Yeah, on the list, she was only the third rank. Because even Stephanie, was it Sue? I believe. She was better than Jamie Lee, but
Stephanie Sue, I thought was the better actress in that movie. That's why I was like,
she also played a more important role in the movie, just in general. So of course, she was gonna be on screen more, and her role was more important, so her acting was gonna be better. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought that's not a knock against Jamie Lee Curtis. I thought she was fine. I just didn't think that she was best supporting actress material necessarily.
Yeah. Well, Drippy's saying best actor was a surprise for him. And supporting actress.
Because he thought that what's called was going to win it. Austin Butler was going to win it. But I thought really it was Brendan Fraser and Colin Farrell. I really thought between those two all the entire time.
Yeah. Yeah. And between those two, I thought it was going to be I thought it was going to be Brendan Fraser the entire time. There were some close ones. I thought Austin Butler was going to be close. I thought Colin Farrell, it was going to be close, but I was like Brendan Fraser, whatever. Yeah, I think he had it.
I heard Colin Farrell. When Colin Farrell once again, when someone wins the SAG, you think that person's going to win the Oscar. So it wasn't until the SAGs that you really knew that Brendan Fraser had a good chance to win it. So I don't know, but let's go through the list real quick.
Yeah, okay. You got it up.
Yeah. So best sound, Top Gun Maverick. That kind of makes perfect sense, right?
Yeah. It sure does, and that was a well-deserved one.
Yeah, it was. Wait, go ahead. I'll bring up the comments a little bit.
All right, and then best production design, All Quiet on the Western Front. I knew that was going to win.
I knew that. I called them.
The only one I thought that should have been nominated that wasn't nominated was Wakanda Forever. Best production design, I thought that should have won.
Yeah,
could have at least gave him a run
over Elvis. 100% over Elvis.
So what the Elvis do? And Babylon was really good too. Babylon was really production
wise.
Yeah.
Film editing, that was kind of up there for me.
I agree. Well, so film editing, I knew Everything Everywhere All at Once was going to win because it's you piece together these different stories and it was seamless. So I mean that's film editing in to the definition. It's like if you look up film editing, that's what he did. But did it surprise you guys that guys said this is only my second movie editing?
Yeah, that's impressive. That's super. There's a lot of people like new to the game that won some awards. I believe the Daniels, they stole the whole back end of that show, but they were fairly new too. So that's always a good sign that you're really good at your craft, what I mean? Where by then, and also, was All Quiet was a great movie based on a book, based on already a remake. So you have a little bit of stuff to guide you, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, best costume design. Black Panther Wakanda Forever. There was no question.
100%.
There's nothing. I remember I was talking to Zach. He said Babylon. I was like, look, I'm just letting you know. They created a country. It wasn't even Wakanda. Like do you not remember what we saw when we went under the water? They had to create a Mayan temple under the water.
Yeah,
it was the most beautiful thing that you ever seen. There's no way. Come on, guys.
Yeah,
that's why I say production design should have won too. Personally.
Yeah.
Best makeup and hairstyling. The whale one.
That one was. That one I thought it would be Elvis, maybe, but I mean, making Brendan Fraser like look like a 600-pound man is impressive.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
his face, you know, to do the expression. So that alone was good.
But they said that was a no brainer. I didn't know that was a no brainer, but hey, whatever. Okay. Best cinematography, All Quiet on the Western Front.
That's a no brainer.
Yeah, that's come on.
Yeah, that was a no brainer. Yeah, definitely.
Best animated
That went
short
exactly
film.
how I figured.
You see The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. I didn't know what the hell that was, but I saw what they put on the screen when they talked about it. I was like, yeah, that wins.
Or you said the whale did not deserve that for makeup.
The only thing I could think that would have been better for I like the Batman, I like Elvis, but you know,
I thought Elvis might have been,
because I mean he definitely made him look like Elvis, and I mean even we gotta remember Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
That's why
Putting a guy in a fat suit.
But that's what I said about the Batman. Did you remember this Colin Farrell? Did you even realize that?
Another guy in a fat suit.
Yeah.
Best
I would have loved to have seen that when, you know, just because my brain is still not able to process the fact that was Colin Farrell.
I think the Batman was probably
the
best looking one, but you know, it is what it is. Best visual effects, Avatar: The Way of the Water. Duh. Just duh.
Yeah.
Everyone else don't even
we saw that coming.
Yeah.
Best original screenplay. Everywhere, everything, everywhere, all at once. Yes, I guess that would win. Because I look at the best screenplay will probably be also win best movie. Like it makes the most sense for them to match. So once you win best screenplay and you're up for best movie, you think it's gonna win. It makes sense. The best documentary, The Elephant Whispers. I didn't know what the hell that was, but I just said okay. I just said okay. You're right.
Yeah.
I guess. Best adapted screenplay. Women Talking, I knew was going to win. I said it on Thursday.
Same.
I was going to win. It's one of those things you can't talk about, but it's also something that you know, it's going to be something that has to win. So I wasn't surprised. Is there anything that you guys thought that would be better at best adapted screenplay? Like, Glass.
No, I thought Women Talking pretty much had
it. Yeah.
Keep it going. I'm trying to go quickly, guys, but so we get to your comments. Live action short film, An Irish Goodbye. Had no idea. So I'm not going to talk about it because I didn't know anything else about it.
Yeah.
Best documentary, Alvin. Once again,
Alvin. Yeah. I had no idea what that one is.
Best original score, All Quiet on the Western Front. I thought.
Yeah, so I'll take their word for it.
I thought Babylon was going to win.
I thought Banshees was going to win that one because I kind of like the Banshees one.
Yeah.
That whole because it was very like a dark.
Me too.
Very Irish kind of sound to it.
Yeah.
But I'm not surprised with All Quiet because it had that very that sound, that boom boom, like that deep kind of like resonance kind of sound where you're like, ooh, like it's scary.
Like this
it's very
wartime. It becomes a character, but that's kind of but that's kind of what I thought about Babylon because I thought Babylon's score was part of the movie, was part of the setup, and how Hollywood likes filling themselves. So but it didn't happen that way. So I was happy with whatever.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is the one I want to slow down on. Best animated feature. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. We knew it was going to win. I have my favorite. I know Tank has his favorite. I knew Pinocchio's going to win. I just don't feel like it's the best one.
Yeah. But I mean, in the group, Del Toro's the bigger name. He's known for this stuff. So like I said, I'm not surprised. That's who I thought was going to win. Was it the best one on there? I don't know. Because that's some fucking nightmare fuel, the way that Pinocchio is. The music is not the best music. I'm sorry. Like all the songs sounded the same and they sounded they sounded really goofy. I heard somebody else talking about it, and it was so funny because he pretty much sang the songs and just made up his own like lyrics, and that's exactly how they went. Yeah, it's like yeah, it's just like I'm like, oh my god, that was it, you know. But it's like it's Del Toro, and it looked pretty, even though Pinocchio was a freaking nightmare.
Yeah, literally nightmare.
Which I liked. I liked kind of the creepy, grimy stop motion animation direction they took. I thought it was cool.
You know what I think stop
appropriately
motion,
eerie.
I always compare it to Nightmare Before Christmas. You know, and if it's not on that level, then I'm not gonna. Not gonna give it to you. I thought Turning Red and Puss in Boots were better. I thought both of them were better.
Yeah.
I love Puss in Boots because my kids were legitimately scared. I thought it was such a good story, so well done. And the Turning Red, though I don't like it, but it's because of personally, because I don't like it because I know I'm gonna have a teenage girl coming really, really soon. Has nothing to do with the movie. The movie was well done. Has nothing to do with it.
Well, you shouldn't like Everything Everywhere then, because it's the same exact premise. Same exact premise.
I'm not the mom, so that's it works out for me. I'm okay.
Yeah, it was. I was pleased with Pinocchio winning. You know, it kind of seems like for the most part, Pixar's basically always just handed the award.
That's true.
So
that's true.
It was nice to see something different in that regard, and it was also because I know Del Toro's been trying to get this off the ground for years and years and years, and I'm not saying just hand him the award because he had been working on it for X amount of time, but I liked the passion and hard work put into it, and the approach to stop motion was something that I really gravitated towards with it.
Yeah.
Definitely better than the Robert Zemeckis Disney Plus Pinocchio, that's for
sure. That's not hard.
The Pauly Shore Pinocchio.
I like the Pauly Shore.
Oh God.
Buddy, best director, Daniel Kwan,
the Daniel,
whatever.
Yeah. Put all theirs together because they won a bunch at the end. So I was like the top main ones. They only didn't win best actor, right?
Everything. Best international film is All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Best original song was Natu, which I didn't know what the hell it was. When I heard it, I was like, "Oh, this is cold."
That sounded good. With the dancing was it? I'm like, "Oh, this is the best song." Well, because they played all the songs, which I liked throughout the night, and by far, I'm like, "Oh, I still haven't seen RR." And I know I need to see because everyone tells me it's amazing.
Really? Everyone's telling me that it's terrible.
RR is fun.
RR, I've heard the opposite. I heard that's a great. Mm-hmm. I mean, but that song came on, and I was like, oh damn, this is a good song. Everyone else was all slow and sad, and Lady Gaga acted like fucking depression, and I wanted to like.
I thought Blood was going to try to jump from the ceiling and hit her in the head. And it's going to be like a Blade moment. She's going to turn to a vampire or something. It was so.
Oh yeah.
All the songs were very slow and like kind of like, and then this one comes out and they're fucking dancing and flipping and shit. I was like, damn, all right, I like this song, man. This song's awesome. So I'm glad it won, though. I'm glad it won.
During the Lady Gaga. Yeah, during the Lady Gaga song, I used that as an intermission and went and took my trash out.
That's probably the best. Watching it, man, I wanted to go in a corner and just cry. I was like, why? Why does life suck? Yeah. I'm like this is a good enough time to just go do something else for a couple minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
Now I want to go ahead and bring up Brett.
Oh wait, Joel, check that. I didn't know that. First non-Disney to win since Spider-Verse. Wow. That's interesting.
Well,
I mean, maybe Disney's starting to lose it a little bit.
I thought Spider-Verse was Sony.
Yeah, no? so it is. So it's the first. So Guillermo del Toro.
It's usually.
First time.
Oh wait. I'm sorry.
Disney.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I misunderstood.
Almost always.
I misunderstood.
Yeah.
I misunderstood. My mistake. My bad.
So let's see. Best actor, Brendan Fraser, The Whale. So I kind of just want to get into that. Basically, so I thought Colin Farrell could have won. I know Austin Butler did a great job as Elvis. He did a phenomenal. I'm not an Elvis fan at all. Just put it out there. I'm not an Elvis fan. That's just not me.
I see horror geek in here is like, yep. Best, what he said. I'm happy Elvis went empty-handed. The cherry on top of the knife for me. I laughed. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, like, I just
to be honest, in a weird way, me too.
I'm not a fan. It has nothing to do with him. It just, well, maybe it does have to do more than the time. And that's not for me. But Austin Butler did a great job as Elvis. Like really good. Colin Farrell, I thought was just magnificent, honestly.
Same. I was very disappointed about that. Love Brendan Fraser. Always great to see a comeback story like that. So I was happy for him. I would have preferred. I would have liked to see Colin Farrell win, but at the same time, I'm hoping this is the beginning of an upward career trajectory or resurgence for Brendan Fraser. So,
so here's my thing about Brendan Fraser. And I think this stands out to me. Sometimes the story of the accomplishment, the story matters even more than the performance. The story that Brendan Fraser winning this Oscar just is so much better. Like he fell off the face of the earth. No one knew where he was. No one didn't know he was alive or what. And then this comeback story, it's epic. It's literally an epic story. And once again, I feel like the story of that is even better than his performance. And his performance was damn good. It was damn good. It made me very teary. It was hard. And then his speech was so real. And thanking his sons and just saying basically, I said at the beginning of this, basically he said, I was at the top of Hollywood. I didn't appreciate it. It got taken away from me. And somehow I got back here. And
he had the best speech of the night. By far, he had the best speech. Who is it? Data. I can't think of his real name. I'm sorry. Quinn. I forgot his name.
Ke Kwan. However I mispronounced it.
Sorry. But his speech was very emotional and like excited. But Brendan Fraser's was
he was shaking.
He felt it. He knew. He's like, wow, because being gone, being like,
so
he was but he was also part of that whole like the Me Too kind of thing, but because it also happened to guys, and he was there, he was part of that whole like Harvey Weinstein, effing up your life type of shit, legit, like, and he was blacklisted from Hollywood, because he didn't want to, do bad stuff, so, and to see just him coming back, but like Horror Geek said, like he broke the biggest rule, actor winning the best, not the best actor being nominated, but not the movie he's in. He was better than the movie. You know what I mean? Like the story was good, like you said. His performance was amazing. Which is why I think Angela should have won it, because her performance outshined the movie. You know what I mean? It was like, because
even with that, it's so much better because it's bigger than the movie was great, but there's two other supporting actresses, and that's what I just didn't understand.
Oh yeah.
Angela stole the movie. In her scenes, you felt everything. And
that's why I was like having a conversation with somebody on Facebook. Was they're like, oh, he goes, oh, not for that movie. I was like, listen, what she should have won for other movies is definitely arguable, but it was like, you're not saying like, oh, this movie was good because of X. He was like, no, she was good in this movie regardless if the movie was good or bad. Whale was an okay movie. Brendan Fraser in the movie was stellar.
Phenomenal.
It was insane, and so, and he also deserved it.
If Cate Blanchett won,
probably
it would have been because she just is amazing. Tar was a terrible movie. I hated that movie. Terrible. But she is amazing. So I feel like that needs to be said too.
But
I did all the ones we just talked
Robert
about.
Downey.
Everything else
he did pull Robert Downey.
So, that's it. Everything else is everywhere else all at once. So best director, we already said that it's the Daniels, and then best supporting actress. That's what I was gonna get to right here. Jamie Lee Curtis winning everything everywhere all at once. where Stephanie Sue was better
I thought
than
so too.
like it didn't make sense to me.
It could have been. I remember trying to listen to somebody like a movie critic, like insider. I think it was Dean Richards, actually. If you're from Chicago, he's a big movie guy, like the movie guy. And he tried explaining how it works, because sometimes the best person doesn't win, even though if they get a lot of votes. So something about like being a tie. So it was like it could have been where Angela and Stephanie got like a tie, and then third place kind of like. It's really stupid how he was explaining it. I was trying to make it make sense in my head. I'm like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. It's like college rankings, like in the playoffs and shit. He was like, wait, why isn't 1 versus 2? It's like fucking 3 versus 4. It was like, well, they're more popular, type of shit, But it was stuff like that where it just didn't make any sense. So I wonder if Angela and Stephanie kind of split a vote, and then Jamie Lee just kind of snuck in and took it. You know what I mean?
It's just. Angela Bassett.
It was you rank them. That's what it was. Something like that. Yeah.
So Angela probably gets a lot more number ones. It doesn't matter because Jamie Lee Curtis has a higher ranking overall. Because
something along those lines. It's really confusing. It's really kind of confusing. Like now that we're more into the movies and stuff, and that we've been doing this for a few years, I really want to look into it and understand it. Because before I never really cared. But I heard it's just not an easy process to understand either. It's like, unless that's your career. But
it just felt wrong, and they were talking about Angela Bassett's reaction. I had the same reaction. If you would have my reaction, right, when they say Jamie Lee Curtis, I had the same. I was like, what? For real? And don't get me wrong, what Jamie Lee Curtis said during her speech was pretty cool. She said both my parents were nominated for Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally won one.
Yeah.
Very cool. Another one, it'll be like the story. But this was the chance for Angela Bassett, who had the better performance, to be the cherry on top of her sundae of her career. This was it. And I just felt like we missed out on that moment that we should all had. We should have enjoyed that.
Yeah. So I mean, and then it's not really being a sore loser, man. You're upset, and understandably, I mean, she's not gonna go out there and like, say, stuff she's not supposed to say, but
she didn't shame Kanye.
Yeah, exactly. Or Will Smith and go, she's in the front row.
Grab the microphone. I'm just saying you did a good job, Jamie Lee Curtis, but I'm saying you don't deserve it.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be hilarious. I also would be very embarrassed. But best supporting actor, Ke Huy Quan.
I think it was well deserved. I really like him and everything.
Not just well deserved. I don't think it was even a choice. Like, I feel like there was only one name on the ballot.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, you can even write their names, and they're like, no, I'm Ke Huy Quan. He won that. There was no question. And once again, as you talked about, Tank, his speech was really good. Very similar to Brendan Fraser.
Yeah. And he's been around for a long time. One of the best things I've seen, I haven't shared it yet, was in Encino Man of him and Brendan Fraser shaking hands. Yep. I wanted to put up. I'm like, oh look, all the years later, they both win an Academy Award the same year.
The same year, right?
Picture of the top awards given. Two of them from Encino Man. Really? Who would have saw that coming?
Yeah.
No, I thought that was also though.
It was also a great speech.
Seeing him with what's his name?
Harrison Ford.
The Harrison Ford one. That kind of almost brought a tear to my eye. I was like, yeah, okay.
He hugged him, and he gave him the award, and he's like, no. You gotta give it to the guy who's like supposed to get it. But that was awesome.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Proud of Everything Everywhere. It earned 11 nominations, 7 wins. Yeah.
Best picture.
Yeah. So
it deserved it. It deserves it.
100%. Well, here. So this is like Horror Geek was saying. So if you have people rank you number one, but a lot of people also rank you lower, so a person ranked consistently number 2 could win or could outrank you, could win. So you can get a lot of number 1s and a lot of number 3s, And
But
then if
someone's
this person
all number
consistently
twos.
number twos, they're gonna get it. Even though you got ones and threes, this
Yeah.
person got two, so they kind of win. Yeah, it's so that's why I wonder if something like that might have happened. Might have
I
happened.
think the Academy is going to have to explain themselves eventually with that, because everyone knew. I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis didn't think she won. She was like, "All right, good job, Angela." What? Who? Me?
Yeah. Her reaction, she was, "What the?" I don't just say what the f, or she's like, "No way," or something. Like, you saw her, she was just like surprised.
Yeah.
So I think I'm happy for her. She's a great actress,
and I like her a lot. I like Jamie Lee Curtis a lot, and her, as I said, her story was great. Her speech was great. It really was. But I just thought that was Angela Bassett's moment, and we missed out.
Yeah.
And for selfish reasons, I wanted to see. I love seeing a black female of that ilk being able to win that, especially after what we got last year.
Yeah.
Bring honor back to it, and I thought that would have warmed my heart a lot more. But that's totally selfish. But because she also was the best performance.
Yeah,
just was. So
yeah, I know. What I was gonna say. Yeah, I mean, she deserved it by far. I was gonna say something, I forgot. Sorry.
I feel like when you say best supporting actress is when she's on the film, when she's in the movie or she's on the screen, she steals the show. As soon as you're there, you're more powerful than anyone else on the screen, and you can almost steal the show, even though you're a supporting actress. Yeah. That's what I thought that meant, and I think she's the only one that was that in those movies.
Yeah, she stole the movie. I mean, who was the main character of that movie? Like Shuri? Like, I would argue like Ramonda was damn near the main character, and if she's considered as a supporting actor, she 100%
kills it.
Won it.
She was very much the emotional core of the movie.
Yeah,
alongside Shuri.
Yep.
Yeah.
I kind of thought she had it. Well, not even kind of. Definitely thought she had it. But,
yeah. She's the only one on my.
All right. No.
Yeah. She's the only one on my list that I got wrong. I think I knocked it out with every other category. I think I got
right. What's going on?
It was gonna just sweep. So we'll bring up comments in a second because we need to finish up. But going back to Angela real quick, as she won, I was like, wow. I was like surprised that we're watching the show. And Erica was like, she's like, yeah, but Jamie Lee played a bunch of different roles. I'm like, yeah, but also Angela deserved it. And she goes, well, she already has an Oscar. I'm like, no, she doesn't. She didn't. I'm like, she's been nominated one other time in 1994, 1996.
What's love to do with it, right?
Yeah. And she's like, really? And like, she didn't even know. She thought like, oh yeah, it's Angela. She's got an Oscar.
You gotta remember, there's only 4 black people to ever win an Oscar, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
There's only 4 of us. So like, that's what I'm saying.
It's just. Like you said, a person of her caliber of acting and how great she is, like Erica assumed like, oh yeah, she's got an Oscar. I'm like, no, like she does not. With all the great movies she's been in, never.
And all the great performances and how
this is her second nomination. It's insane. Gosh. It's insane. And then you have Cate Blanchett, who's been in like what? This is her 8th nomination.
Yeah. It's a terrible movie, but we're gonna give it to you anyway. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But
so
saying
the
same thing. I just want to get to Michelle Yeoh, best actress.
Oh yeah.
I know we got to put some other stuff up, but Michelle Yeoh, because we were talking about people that you thought might be past their prime and no longer have the opportunity to win, and she got it, and I was so happy for it, and I thought she deserved it more than anyone else, and
yeah.
I mean, bravo. I mean, she was so good. The movie was so good. And did you notice she was never classically trained for martial arts? Did anyone know that? It's just like, what? The stuff that she's done?
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Yeah, it's weird to think about, like with, Tomorrow Never Dies, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, even that awful third Mummy movie.
She's amazing at all the things she does.
Yeah.
To never be classically trained, what?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that was pretty amazing.
Yeah, I was rooting for her too. I think she was gonna win. I know Jorge said she was the first person of color to win Best Actor in 21 years. She's the first Asian woman to win. There was one before a long time ago, but she wind up like I was reading up on it. I can't remember her name, but she wind up changing her name and like her heritage so she could become an actor because Asians weren't allowed to act, so she had to change who she was. So technically she was, but she wasn't able to claim it. Yeah. Where Michelle Yeoh is, I guess they're like, no, she's the first openly Asian, I guess, but they're giving it to Michelle Yeoh as the first Asian to win the Best Actress award. But like I said, also just non-white people in 21 years. That's crazy.
The representation, it's humongous for this thing, and that's another why I feel that's another missed opportunity. Remember I said that the story sometimes even more important than the performance. The story about all these inclusive people winning these Oscars, and this Oscar what should have been what the answer was. It should have been what was going on here, and I feel like we missed out on the opportunity. But it is what it is.
Yeah. I know Patty Jenkins said something. Was it last night or this morning that she stopped like caring about the Oscars because like there was no woman director, up. And I'm like, yeah, it sucks, but like I think women directing is such a low percentage, man, and it sucks, because Patty Jenkins is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, in 1984 sucked, but but also on the flip side, Wonder Woman was one of the best comic book movies ever.
I
Wonder Woman was great. Monster was great. Monster's
amazing.
Yeah, I have trouble. She's done a handful of other things. I have trouble completely condemning, even though I didn't like Wonder Woman 84 like at all. It just didn't really do anything for me. I can't really entirely condemn a director or filmmaker or an actor just because of one trip up when she's done a great deal of other things that I've liked.
No, she's great no matter what. I think no matter what, she is great. You give her flowers. But no, I agree. The fact that no female has won Best Director, it's stupid.
Oh no, Chloe Zhao won it a couple of years ago. But this year there was not one.
Didn't win
Best Director.
Yeah, and who else won?
And it won Best Picture. Her Locker. So there's been women, but it's not a lot. And this year there was no women even nominated for Best Director. So and that's
they didn't make a movie good enough there. That's terrible.
Yeah. So, but yeah, let me go through some of these comments and then we'll get moving on. See where we leave off. Where am I here? So this is my mom. So we were me and my sister were teaming up on her because she said Banshee should have won Best Picture, and then I came in. I'm like, everywhere.
Yeah, Banshees was great. It was really
good. Banshee's third on my list.
Yeah, it's not number one. I just can't say that. Everything's number one. Yeah. I thought Fablemans might have won, snuck in there too.
Yeah. I wouldn't have been surprised at that. I was hoping Banshees of Inisherin would have won just because it happened to be probably, from a writing and directorial standpoint, probably my favorite movie of last year, or at least very much up there.
The story at the end was just stupid to me. I was like, all right, but it was so well done, like mirroring the Civil War, what was going on, with their friendship and everything. It was cool, but if I didn't see the movie, would I feel like I missed out on anything? No, not really. It
needs to be like a.
If I missed out on this movie, not seeing it, I feel like I missed out on something from this last year. It is part of the year because it won all these awards, right? I mean, it had all these great actors, great moments. I will miss out on something not seeing it. I don't think I missed out on not seeing Banshees. If I didn't see it, it's just been whatever. Okay.
Yeah, it was a super fun movie. I enjoyed it a lot. It was. Yeah. I didn't think I was gonna like it. I thought I was gonna hate it. Actually,
It was.
I thought it was not going to be fun, but I thought Fablemans was a better story. So Banshee was number 3. Everything Everywhere was the best movie that came out. I don't know if I'm super laggy. Fablemans or Everything Everywhere was the best movie that came out in a while. Yeah, and it definitely won for me. It won last year. Everything was the first sci-fi movie to win Best Picture. Yeah, there you go. So.
It was a good story.
But Banshees was great, but it didn't for me, it didn't come close to everything everywhere or everywhere. Everything. I don't know. And let's see. Jorge said, "I know Jamie Lee Curtis is winning Best Supporting Actor with all the Everything Everywhere support. Sucks Angela lost, but much momentum in the past awards. Yeah, they were definitely going.
SAGs, as you said, went 4 for 4. SAGs went 4 for 4. They tell you basically who's going to win these things. That's who the actors want to win.
SAGs. Yeah. And then Colt Lords. I was surprised they didn't include the Anne H. Tom Sizemore, or was it Tom Sizemore and Paul Silverano in the memoriam.
So I think
they always keep out.
I feel like the Tom Sizemore, I believe, was in last year's one.
Didn't he just die like a week ago? Week and a half?
Really?
Yeah, no. So which one? Which one was the Paul Sorvino? Or either one of them. One of them is in 2022's memoriam, and they said that
it must have been Paul Sorvino then, because Tom Sizemore's only been dead a couple weeks.
So there's no way he would have been able to get it because they do this thing a month ago. And Hesh, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but I remember we were talking about this before, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it was in 2022 because it happened, and we were able to sneak it in 2022."
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but it is what it is.
But they always skip out on some people. They actually sometimes they usually add somebody who's still alive.
No, but what didn't they put something on there for a full list of memoriam? Go to this website. They said that during the Oscars. So like if they miss them, they said we have a full list and with a full video for everyone, that should have been on here on the website. So they couldn't update something, so they just stuck with it and said the full thing is there.
Yeah. So I'll probably find the link and I'll post it in the description. What's crazy is that Brendan really hasn't had a great career. It was a fun career. I think in the early in the 90s he was the guy, and then he was becoming the next big guy, and then things happened where he didn't play ball the way
just kind of fizzled
Harvey
out.
Weinstein. Literally it is Harvey Weinstein, like blackballed like him from Hollywood. So who's the bad guy?
George of the Jungle. I love The Mummy. You know what? And I hate whitewashing things. I love The Mummy. It is totally whitewashed. It was whitewashed Egypt. Totally. 100%.
They were just fun movies, especially the first two. I love that kind of tongue in cheek. They're just fun popcorn movies. They knew what they were. And I think that
Brendan Fraser. Like I just believe that he could punch a dude in the face and it hurt that bad. Like it's just
yeah. The funny part in the first one was when he threw that chair at the guy. I always thought that was hilarious. Like Brendan Fraser always had the audience on his side. That's always been part of his appeal. You can't help but like the guy. Grant, say what you will about the quality of some of the things I personally find a lot of this stuff fun.
Forget that.
Oh, I was addressing what Brandon. I'm addressing what my buddy Brandon said. But no, George of the Jungle.
Is one of my favorite all-time movies, man.
I'll die on this hill. It's one of the good live action cartoon adaptations.
It's probably
one of those that are.
With that treat, like it was so good, and they did it so well. The voiceover was so good. It was so cartoon and understood the assignment. It understood the assignment.
The voiceover really made it for me. I remember seeing that in the theater when I was a kid and just having a lot of fun watching it.
Hey, when you put those ears on too, and he ran through the jungle, I was like, "Yeah, I'm all for it."
Like it knew, like you said, it understood the assignment, which I wholeheartedly agree with. Yeah, I'd say as far as live action cartoon adaptations go, it's one of the best.
I agree.
Yeah. Underrated.
Disney take notes.
What else we got for comments?
Well, Disney did it.
Oh yeah, it was a Disney movie.
It was a Disney movie.
That's right. Yeah.
I have it on VHS.
I'm a little upset that Disney didn't apply that much care and understanding as they did to the live action Inspector Gadget movie. But I don't even I could go on that. I could go on about that all night if I wanted to.
Try to erase that one from my brain.
Oh yeah.
So I think I showed a bunch of them throughout as we were talking, kind of things. And we need to start moving on already.
All right, let's go.
But one last thing, Xavier just put this over. Hopefully, more Oscar-worthy roles become available for Angela. I would love for her to win to tackle a unique role. Yeah.
Here's my issue.
So
she's 60 and she looks damn good. Like she looks damn good to be 60, 60 years old, but she's going like she's passing the mother age and getting to the grandmother age, and that's hard for you to win those things as a black woman. Knowing because the only type of movies that older black women usually wins are those slave or those type of movies, and I don't want her to win for that.
I think she's too good of an actor to.
She might not even take it. She would just say, you know what, honestly, because for her to win as queen of a country that's the best country in all the world says something. It really says something and states something about who she is and how she emits royalty. And to win for something lesser just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, like a trope black movie or that's like Will Smith going up for like
Halle Berry what she won for instead of winning for losing Isaiah. Like I don't want that.
yeah, exactly. And then so my mom brought one. Brendan Fraser's God and Monsters, great movie.
Yes.
Yep, really good one.
Yeah. So he's a good serious actor. But just like a little side note, my son was born while we were watching a Brendan Fraser movie. We were watching The Mummy. The Mummy 1 and 2 was just on repeat that entire weekend, and we just watched. So,
but who does it? Who like TBS or TNT or Sci-Fi?
It was like TNT.
Like you have The Mummy on and you turn away for what? It literally had to be a live game for me to turn away, either that or in game. Like
I think once my son was actually like the time was it was happening like right now, we turned off the TV. But like the entire weekend it was, and that was what she wanted. That's what she wanted to watch. So I'm like, whatever makes you happy. She loves Brendan Fraser and loves those movies. So we watched Mummy 1 and 2 all weekend until he was born. I'm
all for it. That's a good one.
But God Monsters is good. And then Everything Everywhere, my favorite film of 2022. So I'm very excited for the Best Picture win. And same. I think it was amazing. I love that movie. But all right. So that's it for our Oscar kind of breakdown. This was probably one of the better Oscars in a long time that didn't include assault. So so it was definitely it was fun to watch. It was great. The only bad thing was how did Pedro Pascal be in two places at once? Because he was he was there and he was saving Ellie.
It was so funny because I feel like at the Oscars more people were watching HBO Max was watching the Oscars at the same time.
Even what's his name made Jimmy Kimmel made a joke about that too. So he goes, you might be watching him on a different network right now on HBO, but here he is. So it was a good thing. I don't want her to win for those types of roles either. Yeah, totally agree. Exactly. She's too good. She's too good.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's a good segue to our next topic. But before we go on to our next topic, anybody watching on replay, thank you. We appreciate you watching on replay. Leave a comment, hit that like button, leave a comment, let us know what you guys think of the Oscars, any big wins or surprises for you. Hit that like button. It lets YouTube know we're doing a good job and it pushes us out to more people. So we really appreciate that. And thank you guys. Subscribe.
We're
on our way to 1,000. We need more subscribers. Tell your friends. We need
hit that subscribe button. Pass the word.
Yep. Yeah. But if you're watching live, thank you for all your comments. But we are going to move on to our next topic for the night.